Hi everyone, you're welcome to day 3 of our PowerPoint presentation. Today we're going to be talking about formatting pictures, arranging objects, animating text and objects, inserting videos, inserting audios, and smart art illustrations. So let's proceed. So pictures. Now, the moment you create your PowerPoint presentation, you might need to include multimedia such as pictures, audio, video, smart art, graphics, shapes, and so on. So right now, we want to talk about formatting of pictures. Now, once you've added your picture to your presentation, you can format them in various ways using the picture tools. Now, you can incorporate image into your presentation and modify this image to make them look even better. So right here, we'll talk about the basic formatting. And if you have inserted your picture, for instance, this one, if you have inserted your picture or your image, for instance, so onto the slide that you want to trim or you want to make appear smaller or bigger, perhaps you would also like to add artistic effect or border to the image to make it stand out from the slide, the background. You can use PowerPoint picture tools to help you modify these pictures in style, in shape, to add border, crop, and also even to compress. So let's proceed. Now, to crop an image, let's say we want to crop this image as it is. Let me make it bigger by holding the sizing handles. So assuming we want to crop this image to make us have to remove the excess white spaces on the image, what do we do? So on the image, you go to your title bar, click on the image. You click on the image. This one here. So on the format tab, on the picture format tab, you can select crop. This is crop here. Click on crop. Now, as we click on crop, you can see there are placeholders of crop that are the edges. So from there, you can decide to adjust. You can adjust, as you can see. So you can adjust from here to ensure that the white spaces or excess white spaces are removed. Then once you are done, you click out of it, or you click on the crop again. That is this image here, you click on crop. If you click on the drop down arrow, you will see crop to shape, fill, fit, just like that. But we are talking about crop. So when you click on crop and you are done, you click on the crop again, or you click out of it. So that's how to do that. Now let's try that also in the next one. Assuming this image here of this man that is being attended to by medical personnel, if you want to crop excess space, let's say you want the man alone to appear, you can also right click on it. So just click on crop here. The sizing handles, you see the black image for the crop, you see you can just adjust it further, just as I did earlier, and crop it. Now if you want to crop to shape, you click on the drop down arrow beside and look for the shape you want to crop it into. So let's say we want to crop to oval shape. You see, if crop to oval shape, you can look for further shape and crop to let's say an hexagon. See, it has cropped an hexagon. you can pick other shapes as you want. You want to crop it into a triangle, you can see, or other shapes as you want it. This is a pentagon, and this is also a square, a rectangle, rounded corners. This is it. So that's about cropping to shapes. Now, if you want to add border to this shape, so from the format tab, you can also select picture border. In these picture styles, you can see there is picture border here. Picture border. So from the border, you can select any color of your choice. Then from the drop down menu, any color of your choice. Okay, let's say we want this particular color to be our border. Then from the border also, you can select the weight of the border you want. Weight. See, you can select the weight. You can make it bigger, you can make it thinner, depending on how you want it. You can also go with a sketched border like this. Sketched border, you don't want a straight line. You can look for further shapes as you want it. So that is part of it. Now, going further again, let's say dash lines. You can use dash line as your border, depending on the thickness of how you want it. So that is that. Then let's go to image adjustments. You want to adjust your image correction. So you can come into this place. There is one that looks like a sun shape like this in this place. You can click on correction. Now once you click on correction, it will bring different part of the correction: sharpness, soften it at the top, and brightness and contrast. So you can come in here and pick any. As I'm placing my mouse on it, you will see the effect on it. So you can do color correction from here, and you can also come down to the down part and also pick whether you want it to be brighter or darker. So those are part of how you adjust your pictures or images. So that about that. You can make it sharper, you can do further adjust. So, and if you want to adjust the color of your image, you can come in here and click on the color. As you can see, as you place your mouse on it, the color keeps changing. So depending on how you want it, the color saturation, the color tone, how you want your color to be toned. You want to recolor, you can come in here and pick a recolor. So depending on whatever you want is what you will get, depending on how you want it on your color correction. So then, having done this, you can also go to artistic effect. You want to add other artistic effect to your picture, just click on here. Now as I'm placing my mouse, you can see that the color, the image is changing depending on the kind of artistic effect that we have. Once you place your mouse on it, you see how you want this. This is paintbrush. Come in here. This particular one is film grain. Other ones are there. So depending on however you want it, you get your effect from there. So I can also go up here and say, okay, I want to have a more artistic effect to this particular one. Okay, you can see this is it. If you want it like a pencil grayscale, this is a pencil grayscale, and this is a marker drawing. So, and further things like that. There is no one size fits all. You can do as much as you want it. So to apply a picture style, I want to apply a picture style. So this is a picture style. You can see if you click on the drop down menu, you see different types of it. The simple frame, this oval frame, and beveled oval. So if you come in here now, you can pick any frame of your choice. So this one has a reflected rounded angle, rectangle. So that is also that about this one. You can do more. You can do more with it. So there is no, you can do more like this, like this, like this, and also like this. So depending on how you want it. And going further, you can also compress your image. You can compress your image. You know, you will need to monitor the file size of your presentation. So that includes your picture, especially if you send them via email. If you are going to send your presentation via email and the size is more than 25 MB or more, then the file will not go, especially some PDFs. It won't go. So you need to also inspect to ensure that the size of your file is very limited and not much, to be easy for you to forward those documents by email. So what do? We can go ahead and compress our image. We can compress our image. So you go to the picture tab, just as we are here. Go to picture tab, then you select format. Then once you select format, then you click on compress pictures. So once I click on it, you will see a dialog box appear. Once you click on it, a dialog box appear. So a dialog box appear. Now you see compress option, apply only to this picture. Delete cropped area of the picture, and resolution. You can see high fidelity resolution, preserve the quality of the image, HD 333 point per inch, print 220 ppi, web size, email, or use default resolution. So depending on how you want it. So now once you are done with it, if you want to pick the email type, just click on the email and see just. So if you see, it will compress it. That's the size of the image will definitely be compressed. So that is that about that. That's that about that. And so that is that. So let's proceed to image background removal of image. We want to remove the background of our image. Let's use this as an example to remove the background of image. So now background removal. With background removal, PowerPoint uses a special algorithm to determine which parts of the image are the background and then removes this background. Now to remove background, for instance, you want to remove the background. Now a picture, any picture that you want to remove the background, you have to be very careful. That is, the picture itself has to differ from the background. That is, either light background and darker picture, or a light picture and a darker background will help you to. Now let me make this bigger. So this woman doing meditation, yoga meditation. So what do we do? So just click on the picture format, and click on remove background. Now you can see remove background. So this picture here has done this. Okay, now all the area that is marked with pink, the places will automatically be removed. So what do? You want to keep changes, just click on keep changes. You see every other thing has been removed. Now the woman's hand has been cut off. So let's go back again. Now I have undo the changes. So what do I do again? I want to mark the areas to keep. Just click on mark areas to keep, and take your pencil and mark over those areas you want to keep in the picture. Once you click on it, it will definitely come out here. Then go to the other part and also mark areas to keep. So all the areas you marked will be kept. All the areas you marked will be kept. Then you can come in here also, the tray in front that contains candle, you can mark those areas too to mark it. So now, having done this is where we are. But there is still, I still found out that there are still background areas too that I want to remove. You can click on mark areas to remove. So with that, just mark it. If I place my mark on it, so I have marked that side and I'm also marking this side. So those areas will definitely be removed. And once you are done, click on keep changes. If what you want you are not satisfied with, you can discard the changes and start afresh. Now I have done. So on this now, I can place this on any background. This is how to remove picture background of your image using PowerPoint. Any area you want to remove, you can remove it, and that is that. Okay, yeah. Our next topic is going to be on arranging objects on your presentation. Arranging objects. Now in PowerPoint, each slide may have multiple items such as pictures, shapes, and text boxes. So PowerPoint lets you arrange the objects the way you want by aligning, grouping, rotating, or ordering them in various ways. So you can do that. Now right here in this particular presentation, we are going to arrange our object. So after adding objects to your slide, it will be necessary to arrange them to the way the object appears. So you want, now let's go. So let's align our object. Let me pick slide 5. Now I'm having 3 objects here. PCs, desktops, or computers. So to align 2 or more objects, what do? We click and drag. Click with your mouse and drag to form a selection box. For instance, if I click on my system and I mark to form a selection box. Now let me see, I'm clicking from here now to form a selection, or you can simply select, click on the image, hold down your control key and select your image. Now from the format tab, you can just click on format tab and click on align. There is align. Click on align. Now you can see, you click on align, then there's going to be a drop down menu that shows align left, align center, align right, align top, middle, bottom, align selected object. So assuming I want to align my 3 objects here right now. Assuming I want to align my 3 objects right here right now. Now I've selected I want to align my 3 objects. So I just click here, then align selected object. So once you click on it and go further, so let's align to the middle. So now click on align to the middle. Everything has come to the middle. So everything has come to the middle. So to align object to the slide, maybe you want to align object to the slide, you can come back in here and click on align to slide. Okay, it's already aligned to the slide. So you can do further aligning to the right, to the left. Let's try further alignment to the left. Everything has gone to the left, to the center, everything to the center. Now to the right, everything has gone to the right. But let's align selected object let's distribute our alignment. Distribute vertically. You can also distribute horizontally. Just align to slide. This system has merged everything together as one. So let me undo what I have done earlier. I want to undo. So that is alignment. You can align your object, you can also distribute it. Now to distribute objects horizontally, let's pick another set of objects right here. Yes, I want to distribute all these objects. You can just select all the objects. Yes, these wheels. So these recycled wheels, I can select them and click on my format and also click here and here and distribute horizontally. Now once I distribute, everything is equally placed, equally paced on the slide. Then we can order our objects. Now in addition to your alignment and grouping of objects, so PowerPoint also give you the ability to arrange objects in a specific order. You can put in a specific order. Ordering is also very important when two or more objects overlap each other. So it will determine which objects are in front or at the back. So if we want to change the ordering of our object, let's say we want to change the ordering of our object. If I come back to this place for instance, now 3 objects all in one. 3 objects all in one. I want to order my objects. I want to pick which one is on top, which one should follow. Now this will help you if you are going to maybe you want to label your object, or you want to edit your objects. You can do that by reordering. Now assuming I want to reorder an object, or I want to add another object to this. So what do I do? So I can just so from the format tab, you click on bring forward. From the format tab, you can see bring forward, bring to front, send backward, send to back. Now I have these objects here overlapping themselves. Now these 3 objects are overlapping each other. Now I want this one to come to the front. I can just click on bring forward, or just simply click bring to front. You can see it has come to the front of other objects. So that's how you order your objects. So you have to take it to the front or to the back. Then if you want to rotate your object, so you can see there is in this point, there is under align or grouping, you see rotate. You can rotate 90 degrees. As I click on 90 degrees, the object will rotate to 90 degrees, left, right, 90. Or you can also flip vertical or flip horizontal. Then there is more option. Click on the more option. You will see different ways you can create the height as much as you want to. Just at your leisure, you can practice with that at your leisure. Then you can group objects. How do we group objects? We want these 3. Let's say I want to distribute these 3 objects. I want everything to appear as a single object. Now, grouping, sometimes you may want to group maybe multiple objects, just as I have on this screen, and you want them to become one. So let's, as I have here, let me I have distributed this now, and I want these 3 to appear as one. I can just come in here and click on group. See, look at the placeholder as group all the 3 objects as one. So if I'm going to move it, it's going to move together. If I want to resize it, make it, I can resize it all together. crop everything. If I want to crop it, I can crop everything together. So that's that. You can also format the background of the object, and then if you want to ungroup, not returning back to the web, you can just click on the group and ungroup it, everything return back to the web. So that is that about that. Now our next topic is animating text and objects. Animating text and objects. Now you want your text to be the movement of text and objects is called animation. Now you can animate your text and objects such as your clip art, your shapes, your objects, animation or movements. Now animation or movement on the slide can be used to draw the audience attention to specific content or to make the slide easier to read. Now PowerPoint now offers a variety of animations you can use to enhance your presentation. Now we have 4 types of animation. Now if you want to just come to the animation tab and click on animation. Now you can click on animation right here. So let me select. Now if you click on the drop down arrow, you find out that there are 3 major types of animation. You have the entrance, you have the emphasis, you have exit. Then there is the 4th one, which is the motion part. Now then if you go down, you will see more entrance effect, more emphasis effect. That's if you want more based on what you want and it's not on the screen. Now let's look at each one. The first part is entrance. Under entrance, you have appear, fade, fly in, floating, split, wipe, shape, and so on. Even grow and turn is also part of it. Now entrance controls how the objects enter the slide. For example, bounce animation. The object will bounce in. Let's say I want to use bounce for instance. This is a wall clock, and I click on bounce. You see there is bounce here. Just click on bounce, so the object bounce in. So this. Then if you go to emphasis, which is on the second part, emphasis. So emphasis animation occur while the object is on the slide and are often triggered by mouse click. For example, if you click on spin, click on spin. So let's click on spin. You see the object spins. Then let's go to the 3rd part, which is exit. On this same object, exits. So exit. So exit control how the object exits the slide. For example, with fade, how you want the object to exit the slide. Come, for instance, fade. This is fade. See, the object exit the slide. So usually, once the mouse is clicked, the object either enters, emphasize, or exit. Then the motion parts. These are also similar to emphasis effects. So now, except that the object moves within the slide along a predetermined path. For instance, let's look at it. For instance, we have lines, arc, turn, shapes, loop, and so on. So if I click on shapes, you see it moves in circle. You can also define more parts also. Now, to apply it, just select the object, click on the animation tab, then in the animation group, click on drop down, then you see anyone that you want. As long as the object is selected, then it automatically appears. Now, all I've done in here now, if I want to do is the slideshow on this from the current slide, if I know that, see, that's the last one I applied on this. So that is that about that. That is that about that. So you can also select effect option. Let me go to the next slide here. Effect option. For instance, in the animation effect option, you want more further effects. Let's say this, for instance, I want bounce. Wants to bounce. So okay, come in. Let's pick fly in. Now fly in, if you go towards the right, you will see first of all there's an arrow that points up. You click on it. Now how you want to fly in, from the bottom, to fly in from the right, from the left, from the top. Object will just drop into it. So that is an example of that. That's effect option. Now when you work with animation, you can add multiple animation to an object. So what you do, you select the object, click on the animation tab, as we are here right now. So in the advanced animation group, click on, this is advanced animation group here, advanced animation group here. So you click on animation, add animation. So I can just click on add animation. So the dog object flying, so I can just make it, maybe I want it to come in and maybe grow and turn. So that's 2 already. You can add further ones also, so the desired effect that you want. So let's practicalize it. Let's practicalize it from here. So let's go to our slideshow and practicalize what we just did right now. So once I click, it drops. Then that is multiple animation to an object. So that's it. Then to copy animation with the animation painter. Now you go back to the animation. There's a one we call animation painter right here. Currently is not selected in this place. So what is on? So if you want to apply the same effect to more than one object, you can do this by copying the effects from the object to add to another using animation painter. Let's say this now, I want it to affect this also. Note now the animation painter is selected. You can just click on it. Once you click on it, and I am coming here now. Once you click on it, so you click on the object which I have clicked on right here. Click on the object you want to copy the effect to. Then the effect will be applied to the object. So we've clicked on it here. Animation painter now is as is. You can see it has number 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this sequence, number 1 we take effect, number 2 we take effect, then 3 and 4. That is the sequence of copying animation using the animation painter. You can also reorder the animation. I want to reorder it. Like I don't want one. I want number 1 to be number 2. I can also do that. So you can select the number that you want. You can select the number you want. Then I select 2 here. Select 2 in this place. So from the animation tab, you click on move earlier or move later. move earlier or move later. Look at this from here. In this reorder animation, just click on move earlier. So number 2 is now number 1. You can also move it to later. So that is reorder. Now if you want to preview your animation, what you've done, at the left hand side here, there is a button for preview. You can see now it has been previewed. So that is it. So the animation pane. Now if you come towards your right hand side, there is one here. I'm hovering over it here. Is animation pane. This is animation pane right here. So the animation pane allows you to view and manage all of the effects that are on the current slide. So you can modify and reorder effect directly from the animation pane, which is especially useful when you have several effects on the slide. Now to open animation pane, just come to the shape format, the animation, then the shape, then click on the animation pane right here. Once you click on the animation pane, now you can see at the right hand side, animation pane shows up. You can decide to play it. If you play it, it will show you how the objects are ordered on the slide and the duration it takes. Now if you want to reorder, so if you want to reorder, for instance, you want to reorder, on the animation pane, click on drag an effect up or down. So if I click on this now, look at it. So I can click on it here. Now I have dragged that picture too. So you can drag it further. That is reordering using animation pane. So it depends on how you want it. Let's say you've done a presentation and you have a lot of objects on your screen and you want them to be ordered. So you can do that using animation pane right here. And to preview effect from the animation pane. So from the animation pane, just click on play. See, play. I come back to this, you can just click on play. So now what I did has just been shown right here. So that is done. The effect for the current slide we play, that's which has already done, and also the timeline. You can see the timeline is shown right here. The timeline is shown right here. As you can see, this is the timeline for each of the effects to play. So that is it then. So that is that. Also, to change an effect start option. So by default, an effect begins play when you click on the mouse. That is, the moment you click on the mouse, the effect will play. Now, if you have multiple effects, you will also need to click on multiple times to start each effect individually. For instance, however, let's say by changing the start option for each effect, you can have effect that automatically play at the same time or one after the other. Now to do that, from the same animation pane which we have here, you select the drop down menu. Now you can see once I click on drop down, you will see move, resize, help, like that. Now to change an effect start option. So for instance, like by default, an effect begins playing when you click the mouse during a slideshow. So if you have multiple effects, you will also need to click the mouse multiple times to start each effect individually. However, by changing the start option for each effect, you have effect for automatically plays. To change an effect start option, so by default, an effect begins playing once you click the mouse during the slideshow. So if you have multiple effects, you will need to click multiple times to start. So, but by changing the start option for each effect, you can have effect that automatically play at the same time or after the order. So to do that, from the animation pane which we have right here in our left hand side right here, so select the effect. Let's say I'm selecting this particular one which my mouse is on it. So you click on the drop down arrow beside it. Now the mouse is already placed. You can see here it's placed on the start on click, start with previous, start after the previous, then the effect options. Now you can, anyone you want, you can just click on it from here, start on click. That is, once you click you should start, or start with the previous, or okay, maybe you want it to start with the previous effect or start after the previous. Or you can, because we have hide advanced timeline, then remove timing, and also other ones are there. So that is that. Then the effect option, this is effect option. Effect option dialog box that's open. So from the animation pane, just as I clicked, you access the effects option. Now from the animation pane here, right here, select an effect, which I have selected number 3 right here. So click on the drop down arrow, and okay, which I have done, select the effect option. Then from there you can add various enhancements. For instance, you want sound, you can pick on the sound, look at it, applause, breeze, bump, like that, camera click, chime click, coin, and so on. You can, after animation, can more color, don't dim, hide animation, like that. Then the timing on click, if you come to this place you will see start, the previous, after. Then delay, you want to delay for how many seconds, 1 second, 1.5 seconds or more. Then duration, you want to be very fast, slow, or very slow. Let's say we are picking 2 seconds slow. You also want to rewind when done, you can do that. Click on click. So as you can see, if you check right hand side here, it has the duration has increased, which makes it a bit slower. So this will help if you are present, or you want to create an animation and you want it to want to create it and you want the audience to see that. So that is that. Then you can also change the effect timing as much as you want it. So that is that about that as regards animation and other effect options that surround animation. Yeah, the next topic is inserting video into our presentation. Now this is our presentation. We want to insert a video into our presentation. Now if we already have a video in our system, you can insert it. If you want to have a video, maybe you have a video online, you can download it online into the slide. Now PowerPoint as a presentation software allows you to insert a video directly into your presentation. So you can even edit the video within a presentation, even customize the appearance. So let's go how to edit and format. The first thing we'll do is we insert a video from our computer. What do we do? Let's click on insert tab. Let's click on insert tab. go towards your right, you will see media. Now there are three things here. We have media, video, audio, and screen recording. I can screen record this presentation as it is and also insert it into it. So click on it. Now if you click on video, you will see from this device stock videos, online videos. So if you have any, you can just click on it. If you want stock video, you can click on stock video. You see it will go online and search from there, but you have to be very careful. You don't know the size of the video you want to insert, so the size also matters. As I click on stock video, now it has gone online to search for various videos. If anyone that appealed to me is here, I can just click on it and insert it, but I'm not inserting. I'm just use an example for my system. So let's insert video from this device. You can just come in here. There is a particular video here. Once you click on it to insert it, it automatically bring it into. It has been inserted, as you can see. Now, and if it is the website, you can also click on video from website. Let's say you want to insert your video from a website. You can do that, like your online video, like that. So that is that. So let's work with this one. So embedding with videos from online, like YouTube, it allows you to embed your videos into your slides. So an embedded video will still be hosted on its original website. It's on the website, but you are automatically embedding it into your slide. So now let's go to preview our video. Let's go back to this particular one. Let me resize. You can resize it by holding on your. If you want to resize your video, just click on it on your sizing handle and resize it. It makes it smaller. So I'm trying to make it fitting into the space that we have right here. This is it. Now this is it. So to preview the video, so once the video is selected as it is, click on play pause here. This click on play pause, just click on it. So as you can see, the video is currently playing. Now this is the timeline. As I'm clicking on it here, the timeline is automatically, you see, as I'm clicking on the timeline. So that is that. Now once you click on any part of the timeline, the video automatically jumps to that particular timeline. Now if you want to resize, this is my sizing handle. This is sizing handle. I can drag it this way. I can make it wider. I can make it larger or bigger, make it smaller, depending on how I want it. So editing your video now the playback tab has several options you can use to edit your video. Now you can trim your video. Maybe you want only one portion to play. You can make it fade in and fade out. You can also add bookmark to your videos. So depending on how you want it and how you want it to be. So now the video is here right now. Video is here. So let's trim our video. Now this is video format. Okay, you click on playback. Once you click on playback, click on trim video. Now I've clicked on trim video. Now this dialog box appear. You see at the left hand side, you see the green and you have the red. So now use the green and the red handles to set the start and end of your video. So Now I can decide to just adjust where this green is right now. So I place it somewhere around here, and I want from here also I can bring my video. Okay, I want everything to stop here. So you can see the green and the red, that is streaming. So once you are done, you can click to preview it, so for it to play. Now that is that. Then once you are done, click OK. Once you are done, you click OK. So the video has been trimmed to that small area which I. Now to add a fade in and fade out to your video. So now you will see on the playback tab, you will see fade duration. You can set your fade in and fade out duration here. Now if you want to fade in, you can just come in here and adjust the timing from here, 75 seconds. You can also, to fade out, adjust the fade out to maybe to 75 seconds. So let's try that. So you can see it fade in and it will fade out at that at the time that we set. Then to add a bookmark to our video. How do we add a bookmark to our video? So you click on play pause. Button to play the video, and when you have located the part you want to bookmark, you pause it. And you can also click on the timeline to locate the desired part of the video. Let's say click on it. So click add bookmark. Now bookmark is here. Now you can see there is a bookmark has been added to it. So that small circle that you can see, a small yellow circle is showing there's a bookmark on the video. So it has indicated the bookmark which is here. So even if we play further, you can see the circle is still showing there. So that is a bookmark. This will help you while presenting to. This will also help you while presenting to always refer to a particular point on your video. Then, if you want to remove bookmark, just simply go back, click on your bookmark as it is, and click on remove bookmark. Automatically, it becomes removed automatically. Then there are other video options you can also look at in here. Like there are 4 options of video. For instance, not 4 options. There are other options you can set to control how your video play in it. So we can talk about the volume. There's a volume. It changes the volume. Like the video I have here, the volume is very loud, so I can make it low, make it high, or I can even mute the volume if I don't need it. I can mute it here. So that is that. Then the stats also control whether the video will start automatically or when mouse is clicked. Now look at it. There is a start here. So this one says in sequence, and make it automatically or when mouse is clicked. So the video will not just start automatically. So the next one is hide while not playing. You want it to hide while you are not playing the video. You can just click on it. So this hide the video when it's not playing. It's automatically hide the video when it's not playing. So I have clicked on it. Now let's try to verticalize this in our slideshow. From current slide, you can see the video is not showing because it's not playing currently. So that is that. Then there's another one that talks about loop. There's one that talks about loop until stopped. This causes the video to repeat until it is stopped. That is, you want the video to repeat itself consistently. This one is useful for animation purposes. It loops, it keeps repeating itself. Then you can also rewind after playing. So that is there. Then we'll proceed to formatting the appearance of a video. You want the appearance of a video much like a picture. You can also format the appearance of how your video will appear there, with the style, adding border, changing the shape, effects such as 3D correction, image color correction, and also the frame. So let's go. When you come here, click on your picture. Now to create a poster frame, select the video. Okay, we'll select our video. So start playing the video. So just click on start playing the video. The video is currently playing. Okay, let me mute the video right now. I want to mute the video. So you can mute the video from here. Okay, maybe very low and mute it. Or simply come beside it and mute it from here. So the video is currently moved right now. So from the format tab, as we are here right now, format tab which we have here, select current frame. This is current frame. Select it as the frame. Select the current frame. Now there is you select from the poster frame. So simply just click on poster frame and select current frame. So that is there. Then the current frame will automatically become the poster of image, not the initial poster that it has. That's a poster. So if you want to use a picture from your, let's say from the computer, you can also use a picture image as the frame of, let's click on image from the system, image from a file. Let's click on an image from a file. Let's say want to use this image. You can see it has already changed the poster of our video to this particular image. So that is also another one you can do. Then to apply a video style, you want a video style, simply come in here. You see video style here. You can click on the drop down arrow to see all the available. You can see there are 3 categories: the subtle, the moderate, and the intense. So whichever one you want. Let's say we want our video to appear as moderate. Just click on this. That's our video is appearing as moderate. So whatever, when you play the video, this is what you will see when you play the video. So that is that about video. Thank you for that. Yeah. Our next topic is inserting audio. Just as we did earlier, inserting video, next is inserting audio. So audio is part of the multimedia that PowerPoint allows you to insert. Now, PowerPoint allows you to insert audio in your presentation, like maybe background music, or even to record your voice over. So to insert audio from your computer, you can just click on insert audio. Now you can look at it, audio from my PC or record audio. So if you click on record, you click on it, so it will give you recorded sound. Then Once you click it, you can just click on record here. It will automatically record. And if you want to pick sound from your system, you can just click on it. For my PC, let's search. Okay, there's a song here. Let's just pick one song from here and click on it. So it's inserted. So it is in two ways. You can record, you can insert. If you want it to play in the background, just click on play in the background. So while the PowerPoint presentation is going on, the sound will be playing. So that's that. So you can see as it is shown right here, we already have our audio right here, and you can, just like we did in the video, you can modify your audio. You can modify your audio. You can trim it. You can make it fade in and fade out, just as we did earlier with our video. So to trim audio, just click on it here. Now to trim, you can just click on playback and click on audio trim. Now you can see the green and the red handles. You can adjust it to where you want the video to be the audio to be trimmed at. So, and once you are done, you can just click OK. It's automatically trimmed. The options we have in the audio options are volume, start, hide during show, loop until stop, and rewind after stop. So what does it do? So the volume, we change the volume of your audio, whether to be louder, or click on the playback, you see the volume. You can make it high, medium, low, or mute, depending on it. Then start. This helps you to control whether the audio should start, whether the audio file should start automatically, or when you click mouse on it, which is here. You can click it here and click automatically, or when it is clicked. Then you can hide during show. You can click on it. While you are doing the slideshow, it will hide. Then you can also loop it until it stops, meaning that you want it to loop. For instance, you want to add a background sound and you want it to keep playing. So the video, once the audio ends, it starts again. Then you can rewind it after playing. So once you've done that, then the next thing is formatting the audio icon. This is the audio icon that looks like a speaker. You can format it here. You can format it. So to change the icon, to change it, you can just select it. Once you select it, you click on format audio. You can come to change picture here from this device, from stock image, from online. Let's click from icon. You can pick from icon and change the audio. So I can search for audio, or you can see there are other options you can put here. You can also search for something like a speaker, like as you can see. Now let me pick this. I'm picking this. I look like mic. Now as you can see, the audio has changed to this. So that's how to change. So I've inserted that, and many more things also can be done with your audio. That is that. Thank you for the audience. I really appreciate. So be on the lookout for the day 4 of the training. Thank you very much.